So we don't know anything right now.
Yep.
No, I can't.
And the president was the one who discovered that it was white.
I'm totally like.
How did... was I giving false information? Dun dun dun!
Detective Blue handed it to him, and he looked it over, said it was white, and that there was no evidence of Talia's involvement.
Well, who would have wiped the communicator?
Fox News on Fox Friends at 8 in the morning. And fucking says he did it.
No, it wasn't you. I feel like you would have remembered doing it.
Right. Well, I just didn't know if I did something like under the table, like if I missed something.
I know you have a theory.
But the investigations
I have many.
Dude, he's what?
I mean, I did see that. I saw it right now. I don't know what happened
So did
between.
Detective Blue. So did Ted.
Right.
So did Tara.
So.
Then it goes to the Senate.
You have 4 witnesses of it.
To
Talia's name
non-written
being
information.
to Talia being a green coat.
Well, what else can we do to tie her to it? We know she's a
There's
green
no
coat.
physical evidence now.
But we know she's a green coat.
You know, but there's no evidence.
But no, like, it's just a given. Like, there's evidence of her blowing it up, is what we saw, but we know she's a green
The
coat.
evidence is gone, though.
Right, but we knew she was a green coat.
Correct.
Right, so she's a green coat, so obviously she did something bad. We're just trying to figure out who blew up this place now. I mean, it was Talia, so we have to, now we have to prove. So maybe we should go check out, well, I guess her blowing it up, finding her body wouldn't do anything. But what if she's still alive? Could she still be alive?
She could be. That was our next step in the investigation originally before I decided.
I think we should look. I think we should move forward with that step and see if she's still
I
alive.
feel like we should make a stop somewhere else.
Because I am, well, I've been in that camp and I could try to make it work.
I do believe that we should.
I do believe we put a curse on Philippia.
I believe we should agree to our. I believe we should talk to our word of mouth friends, so to speak.
How do you
Yeah.
I believe one
go
of
back
them.
to the hospital?
I believe. Well, we should locate them. I believe one of them will be able to help us in terms of figuring out what happened to our blank communicator.
No.
Maybe one of them can help recover the data.
Our
So
politicians.
if someone's like,
Yes.
let's do.
Toasted
If you look
side.
hard enough, almost everything
I can
comes
seduce
back
him.
to-
I'm a seductress.
Maybe you can, Miss
Fucking
Fox.
quit. I'm going on the trail, bitches.
All right. So he's gonna make a check to see if he can track them down.
Okay.
So where are you guys hiding out in the meantime?
Hiding out?
Hiding?
We're not hiding.
We're sitting in a limo, bitch. No,
Totally anonymously did our work.
You mean
and
your
we're
moped?
just going about our business.
My moped, it's 2-seater.
So where are you at though, for real?
I don't know.
We're out to get lunch.
Get Starbucks.
We probably did all that like wirelessly or through some third party or something. We probably never even left the scene and are still there being
We
questioned.
went to like an internet cafe.
Okay.
And we were just getting coffee.
They're gonna use that against us.
Writing a BuzzFeed article.
We left.
I just need to know where you are.
We wouldn't have actually been able to leave. Remember, we were detained.
They let you leave? No, you weren't. You were never detained.
So you're still at the
Did we
you
ever
guys went to the
establish
y'all
that
went to the
we-
hospital.
You said it like 3 times that you're not being detained.
Yeah.
Okay, so
no, I'm fine with that.
so
But
left.
did we ever establish that we left?
Yes, you
do
did.
you have like?
Well, you guys were plotting on your own. I don't think we actually said you left, but you guys
do
were
you have
doing
like a
something.
headquarters? Do you have like a mansion or something?
Sure. We went to my my
Estate,
capital office.
Your office? Okay.
Sure.
Cool. That's not a long trip for the detective then.
Hey,
That
can
is?
on the way there.
It's a very short trip.
Can I check if we're being tailed?
Are you just going to look back on the scooter?
I want to just make sure there was no surveillance taken.
Nobody was trailing you when you made your way from
the hospital
to your
estate.
office. Yeah.
Now is that nobody's following her? You cannot detect.
That's what
Very
I want to make.
specific
Or you
make,
can't
like,
detect anyone is following you, seeing you.
I just want to make sure in the future you weren't like.
Absolutely nobody was following you.
Okay.
Because
Have we been hacked?
Because they
It'd
didn't.
be pretty easy. I think
Because they didn't leave for like a good 20, 30 minutes after they.
No,
after you guys
it's a
left.
regular scooter. It's a
Hey, I found your
So
boyfriend.
anyways,
He said he's breaking up with you.
So
What?
you hear a knock on your office door.
On the office, his office door. I thought you said we weren't being followed. I thought you
This is
said.
like just so you know, this is about an hour later after you guys have been at the office.
Okay, that's fine.
So have we finished by
Yes.
now?
Oh,
Is it
you've been
still
done.
up on our screen.
It's been up.
No, it's been
up.
done for a long time. I mean, they've already had a chance to talk to the president about it.
Do you have anybody that's like you have a secretary
Oh yeah, I got a whole staff.
at the estate?
Well, this isn't an estate.
This is an office.
It's downtown. Or it's at the Capitol.
So
It's like
So he
it's
just
like
took-
the
So he
east
just took,
wing. It's
so
like
the
our
detective
office
just
is
took an
right next
elevator
to
down to your floor after checking your IP address from where you uploaded the article.
No, there's no way that you could just IP track this back.
No, we said we tried to submit it anonymously. Like
No,
we said that.
I told you, went through a lot of pain to like bounce it around sources and shit like that.
Anonymous.
Give me a technology check.
Okay.
A technology check. We totally fucking uploaded it to our Facebook
I'm not
account.
the only.
It's okay, Arthur. In the name of good fun, we'll do
I'm
that.
only
We'll see if
proficient
we-
in reading BuzzFeed. This
Let's
is
see
the
if
first
we-
time I've ever published.
Let's see if after we anonymously published the article,
He is from
we
a
fucking
trash planet.
tweeted it out, and we were
Right,
like,
he
"Oh, I
is
wonder what's
trash.
going on," with a link to the fucking article.
20.
Oh, that fucking 20.
I'm a computer.
I'm a toaster man.
Look how cute the kitty is.
I'm a Bluetooth toaster, man.
Okay, so they weren't able to get your IP address.
They fucking followed the breadcrumb
So-
trail.
But
This also is logically a first place to look to.
well, since talking to him,
I
yes.
guess.
Talking to him, that's the only thing. But they don't have any damning evidence.
No, they're not.
All they
looking
know
for
is
it.
that we had hard
fact,
questions to ask about Cordon Bleu.
But there's probably multiple people, hopefully.
Hard questions as opposed
Yeah.
to soft questions.
Representative Slagnuts,
depends on
are
what
you
you
are you
want.
with
Or
the
flaccid.
It depends
representative
on what you want
Inoway?
to know.
Or flaccid questions.
So he came to the office.
Yeah.
We never said if we answered the door.
Yeah, we're
It just
working on.
depends
I
on what
don't
You
you
did
know
want
not
to
that.
know.
answer the door. You did not
We
answer the
came.
door.
We came here. We came straight
Everybody
here, did the
answered all of
thing,
the
and then
doors.
started working with our staff on like a. We're co-writing like a
So-
bill on like I don't know like bread rights or something.
So he's asking at the door.
Toaster people
we-
rights.
It's a wheat distribution.
Professor
across Galaxy.
Representative Slagnuts, I need a favor.
So we also have an alibi. We've
Who's
been here in
talking
our
to
office.
me where?
You hear a voice through the door. You can tell by the
Through the
accent.
door. I dive through the window. I dive through the window.
Way to act like a criminal.
Way to not see.
I'm just kidding.
I also need to figure out what floor you're on.
I need to figure out what floor I'm
14. 14.
You're on the 14th
I'm just
floor.
kidding. You have a giant like.
Well, this is all connected to the Capitol building.
Yeah. Okay.
Reasonable.
So you're talking through the door?
Yeah.
I just don't answer.
He's wearing.
What'd you say?
He's wearing away.
Detective Slagnuts, I need your assistance.
It's slag nut.
Tugger
Oh,
nuts.
it's alright. Secretary, will you please let the
Tuggy nuts.
let the detective in?
Buzz him in.
The nuts of the
Yeah.
tugs.
Okay. So
May
he
the
walks
record.
in, and only
May
him for
the
now.
Your
record
hair's
show
moving.
it
Your
is
hair's moving.
slag.
Oh, eh.
It is what it is.
All right, and I'm gonna ask
This is
our
a Pepsi.
secretary to like take notes. Right.
Okay.
New bourbon Pepsi Light.
All this on the record.
Huh?
New bourbon Pepsi Light.
Well, it is a criminal
Well-
investigation that is not meant to be public.
I had a wine glass of bourbon and Pepsi. Oh, I had it over there. This
We'll
is just
have
Pepsi,
a
it's
record
just
of our
empty.
notes that we'll agree not to disclose.
This is purely for our personal knowledge.
Yeah, and you'll get a copy
Yeah,
of the same transcript for you to submit into security clearance.
I say that should be all right then.
I hate to go to someone who works for you instead of, but you seemed busy enough to where we took second in command as a decent place to start. Our purely figuring out what's going on.
So
my man ended up in the hospital.
So I believe you
How
are
did
good with
they end up
technology.
confusing
I can be sometimes.
with toasters?
Don't take the
Oh my
toast.
god.
Specifically
I know what
toasters.
he's trying to do.
I
He's
know.
rolling that. Technologists that are going to be like, only one man could have hacked this
I,
job.
I,
The toaster
So it
tri-state
seems-
hacker.
I am, but I have toaster.
It's okay. Just
I have a
answer.
toaster
We'll
for
play
a
it out.
head.
We'll play it out.
I got giant sausage
It
fingers.
seems a piece of our evidence has been wiped clear.
piece
and-
of your evidence.
Yes, it seems somebody has tampered with it.
Oh,
And
Oh dear.
I need some assistance in retrieving it.
He'd have to be read in.
Yes, I will let him know of the
You'll have to bring
situation.
him up to the top
I
security.
usually don't do these things upon my own hand, I could probably get someone who is proficient in this type of thing to help you out.
In a way that can't be tracked back to me.
In a way that can't be tracked back. I mean, in a...
Well, you really shouldn't follow this one out of game.
Let me think on it.
The last person who followed that one died.
So my character's gonna be like, okay, you have to read them in, and
No. I'm gonna say I'm think about it.
Get the appropriate.
Well, urgency is very important in this scenario because
I think we should comply.
we are looking at losing evidence.
We should comply just so that it doesn't feed into the narrative that.
Ask the secretary to stop taking notes. They're like completely off the record. What are we talking about?
We believe that
Now wait.
we had evidence that the blue coat scientist Talia was actually an undercover spy for the green coats. We had evidence of this.
And that evidence is gone?
Yes, it is from her
Was Talia his last
data
character?
pad.
So did you lose this from a server, or
Yes,
did you lose it
Talia
from
It
a hard drive?
It has been deleted from this hard drive.
And it was video document?
It was documented of communication that she made with green coat supporters.
Who has access to your facilities?
Well, it was just on this data pad.
Just that data pad that you keep on you?
Yes, the only person who has had it since I have had it is Terracotta, and I confirmed that it was still on there when I retrieved it from her.
What about Tiger Nuts?
He has not touched it.
Okay.
And the president himself.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm speaking like this, but all you hear is, yes, okay, 10-4.
The president himself was the last one to have his hands on it before the information disappeared.
The president.
My ears perk up, I guess.
Poor guy, I think we're burning the wrong dude. Ruining the
You guys suddenly have a.
No, this got us where we needed to be, so, you know.
Yeah, you gotta burn some
All
people
in a
to the
day.
ground to make them into stairs. To put their ashes into the mold. So, absolutely, I'd be honored.
Would you be willing to help retrieve this data?
As long as you can assure me somewhat an immunity to the
Oh,
power of the
I
president.
believe this information would not condemn you or Representative Inoway in any way.
Because if I get burned, he's gonna kill somebody. He's gonna kill your whole family. Not personally. His No, I'm just kidding. Absolutely, I'd be on it.
All right, technology with advantage.
Okay.
You shouldn't do this. They're gonna match up like your signal. Digital thumbprint.
If they use it against
I'm gonna say it was all him.
You said technology with advantage?
Yeah, so you get to roll
Roll
higher.
Here, roll another one.
For the
Take
higher.
The highest. It's a little better.
Yeah. And Jared, you made my character sheet?
Huh?
You made my character sheet?
And then
Here, let me have you.
Did you not?
No,
get
no.
any
I'm
top?
just asking.
Yeah, he made it.
Yeah, he made it.
And you didn't give me any technology?
You'd have technology. Let's call it a 2.
Because you're a politician.
Let's just call it a 2.
I'm a
Two is
fucking
middle of the
robot.
level. Let's just call it
Okay.
So what do you?
Call it-
a 2 on technology.
Well, what was the roll?
It was an 11.
11 plus tech. What's the modifier?
There's not.
Knowledge.
Knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay. So 16 plus 2, 17.
That should be enough to recover it.
Okay.
Because it was very hastily. It was very hastily deleted.
So did I hack it into the mainframe, or
You managed to basically retrieve a backup copy of the
So
files
it
that
was
were
like
needed.
what? Just
On
a.
my-
It was a defrag
And the-
file,
and
and
the-
he just
yeah.
coded it back together.
Yeah,
You just recovered.
oh,
it.
so I took the tablet itself and I
yeah,
pieced
yeah,
it
yeah.
together.
Yeah, he handed it to you.
After making a digital clone, in case we fucked up.
I'm gonna need another check on that.
No, I'm just stipulating that we did that before. It's as easy as copy paste. So that way, if you try to transcribe it,
Are you
and
trying to do
fuck
it
up-
without the
still
detective
have no
knowing though?
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
Oh no, he'd totally be on. He'd be totally on the end of it. Like That's standard procedure when it comes to data manipulation and recovery.
Well, then I would need another technology check to make sure the
Well,
detective
if
doesn't
I
know.
was gonna see it, regardless, I'm a computer, so I probably recorded whatever I did.
Okay, in that
So,
case.
so the information that I get at the end of it.
Okay. Well, basically, you now know that Talia was absolutely a green coat.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
the fuck we knew. Son of a bitch talking to him.
And who's Talia supposed to be in the public eye?
His old character.
It was an old.
A
It was a
scientist.
scientist for the
That worked for the blue coats.
That was undercover for the blue
Uh-huh.
coats, but
Which implicates everybody involved in her command structure and suggests they might have been in on it.
actually it does not.
It does. I would
It
totally
can.
go to look to.
It can, but it absolutely currently does not.
I would go to that supervisor and be like, "How did you not know your scientist was a fucking spy?"
How does
Look into it.
You know, because that happens all the time.
And that one
Okay.
time that she came in wearing a green coat instead of a blue coat. You didn't notice that? She messed up. Danny.
You know, it just happened to also be her last day.
It's okay.
Okay, so we finished that.
a whole lot of yellow dye ended up on this, and it was just dyed green, but it's a blue.
It was
coat.
pollen that day.
Is this gonna be?
Pollinated.
I'm trying to channel Tom Selleck. Is this gonna be adequate for you?
This should be the evidence we need. I believe I will. I
I like
believe.
how you said that.
I believe Field Commander Blue should be healthy at this point, so I will give the investigation over to him, as he should be the one involved from here on out.
He came out of his coma?
Yep.
And it's, I think it's once again very important to stipulate that that data was collected on Sergeant Zinni, as I reported in my file,
Indeed.
which is why we were delivering her to Sergeant Blue.
You know what's left of her.
Field Marshal Blue? Field Marshal Blue.
Wait.
Well,
Oh, I forgot the part where like Talia's.
She blew up.
Yeah, Talia was implicated, but we tried to frame Zinni. But okay, so we'll just find that Zinni was innocent and Talia was doing it all along. So it was manipulating people. I was being manipulated.
You were being a manipulative bitch.
We don't know any of that.
Sure,
right now,
right.
Zinni and Talia
I'm just
are
trying to remember all the
implicated
stuff
together.
that happened that we did.
Yeah. Right now, it would
There's
seem
too
more
much.
Talia and Zinni were together in on it.
I hope you got everything you needed, and if you need any help in the future, you know where to find us.
I appreciate that.
Stay toasty, babe.
What?
Good day. And he heads out along with you three.
Salutations, you blue mother.
Danbert.
All right, and eventually, all four of them make it back to you. Field Commander Blue is awake at this point.
He's awake. Cool.
Holy shit! I could still quote unquote technically be on a good path, quote unquote, like an anti-villain way, if I found out that General Blue had my parents or killed them. Yeah? It's kind of like
Oh,
a
you're
Punisher
looking for your
vibe.
parents?
Yeah, it could be like a Punisher twist, as opposed to just having been villain whole. It still works with our pre-written backstory.
Yeah,
villain hole?
it's unlikely though. It's out of character for
It's
him. To
fine.
have it.
It just trying to like retcon some kind of narrative together here.
Yeah, it's out of character for him to be the one behind it.
But I wouldn't know that.
No,
You would if you paid attention.
especially since he's been nothing but nice to you guys. And in case you haven't noticed, the Blue Coat military is very polite.
They are. Yeah.
Alright, so where does that put us
That
on the
puts.
timeline? We're going back to Julie?
Yep. So the detective and his allies leave the office. What are you two up to now? Are you going to be updating your investigative reporting?
Yes. I don't really trust anybody else to go do.
By the way, when are you supposed to do whatever it is you're supposed to do next?
I'll probably set out
$5.
and
Is all an action
When?
takes go?
6
see what else I can.
Probably.
Dispatch.
See, I don't want to follow Cordon because eventually I'm gonna roll bad and he's gonna notice
So you're
that.
going back to money?
Yeah,
Just
you
think
should know
that was
he's
not
got
bad.
No, but I'm
he's got a 5 alertness
You need to go to sleep.
Yes.
and a 7 perception.
Oh yeah, that's
He
crazy.
gets a plus 12.
I don't want you to
To
be
roll.
unable to
Because he's a level
do what
7
you need to
character.
do
So
tomorrow.
he can roll a 1 and he still has to.
really sleep all
So,
day tomorrow, but I'm just tired.
I am going to.
I still have about
I'm gonna
30
go
minutes to an hour left to
interview
meet
the
by.
public
Okay, so you're gonna go to like a public forum.
Yes. Either
And
that or
very
I'm just gonna go to like a public.
Hey, so have you seen this in the news? What do you think
with the
about
whole,
this?
yeah.
What do you think of the president who's been implicated in all this?
I'm basically gonna pull like, you know, a reporter type.
All right.
Whole,
So you're going to a like.
I can go to a forum.
So you like call a report,
Well,
like
more,
a news
more
station?
More like just go hit
getting
the
to like
streets
6
and talk
tomorrow,
to
I think.
citizens.
So like, I don't know
Okay,
when
try
I'm
to
gonna
get a
wake up
vibe
to start
off
doing
of
that
their
stuff.
thoughts.
Yes.
And then juggle that with
Okay, so
Very
either starting
general.
on laundry
Okay, so
list
yeah,
or
go
starting
ahead
for the
and-
coming weekend.
So the type of questions I'd field would be like, so how do you feel about the current government structure?
Oh, I think it's I think it works out well. We've protected ourselves during the Code Wars. We got great official leaders.
Cool. All right, next.
All right.
A very public place.
So same question.
Yeah.
I'm not quite so sure. I mean, the president's all right, but I'm not sure about some of our representatives.
All right. Next. Cool. And I'll probably ask. So I'd be like, how do you feel about our current government situation? Tell me your experience when it comes to blue coats.
Well,
And I'll be in like a semi-private area. Like I'll take them to, you know, a section of a coffee shop to where they can actually speak their mind a little bit.
For the most part, they've been pretty protective of us. They're our guardians. I think the real problem is the government itself, not the blue coats. The military's been pretty good and ensures our safety. They're a form of system that we've had for 21 years now.
And what would be disconcerting about the government to you?
I just don't trust some of the public officials that the people have elected. And this is an older gentleman, probably in his 60s.
Anyone specifically?
I'm not sure about the president. I mean, his brother wasn't any good, which is why, you know, we had to get rid of him during the war. But I'm still not so sure about him, or I do trust his new vice, though. His new vice is definitely a good pick after having to remove his brother.
Mm-hmm.
Out of game, just so you know a little bit of the backstory. His brother was the vice president originally and led a coup. And that's how the Coat War started.
Oh, okay. And that's the current president?
The current president, no. The current president is the president that survived that.
Oh.
The vice was the one in charge of the Green Coats.
No, he's still
Is
vice?
this stuffing? What is this?
He is not. He died.
Okay.
The new vice is a senator was the ex-senator from Pikeside.
Mm-hmm.
She got put into the vice position.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
So she's now the current vice. She's a little trusted among the people. That's probably the vibe you're going to get when it comes to her, is a lot of people trust her. She's very ethically sound.
Mm-hmm.
The president, you're going to get about a 50-50 mix, just because people are unsure why the war even started and why his brother would want to betray him. Even though it's been kind of insinuated that it was just a power play.
Yeah.
Even on both sides, it's been kind of hinted that it was mostly a power play.
Are you dead, Dan?
Considering the vice was the younger brother.
Right.
So the younger brother wanting the power.
So to most people who lived through that, it's relatively obvious that our current situation is not great.
It's not horrible, but it's not the best.
It's not ideal.
Yeah.
I gotcha. There's room.
There's room for improvement.
Yeah.
There's
There's room for more people to get elected who don't.
But we're also in we're dealing with what is currently our. Let's see, I'm trying to do the math. Fifth president. Well, fourth president because he's in his second term. So fourth president in the entire time of being a democracy. So they've had time to go through the lows and highs since it started, but they're still young.
Yeah. Alright. Well, thank you. And after I get enough interviews of people kind of generally trending towards thinking negatively,
which you're gonna get 80%.
80%. So 80%, I'm gonna make a 100% video of that's the only thing that I show.
All right.
But I'm not gonna post that video yet. I'm just gonna piece together.
Now, are you looking for purely negative or like mixed?
Not really. Just generally like
some
neutral,
doubt, enough doubt.
Neutral, doubtful, and then super negative.
Okay.
There's gonna be some people.
That's the 80% then, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna piece together, like an expose about that.
Okay.
But no narration whatsoever. It's just gonna be part of the talking, and I'll get consent forms and things like that. So like, are you comfortable being filmed?
All right. Cool. Is there anything investigatively outside of like the smear campaign that you
I don't
want to
think
do?
I get chances. Huh?
What are you trying to do?
I canvassed the public, and I asked a bunch of questions.
Distress of the president.
Exactly, and anything positive, I just pretty much left it out, and I put together a pretty nasty video.
Gaslighting the public.
Yeah. He said of all the people that I talked to, like 80% of it was relatively neutral and negative, and so I left out everything else, and it's just neutral and negative, all the way throughout, and no narration, no me talking. I'm not using it yet.
Okay.
I just have it on my files.
All right.
You looked right at it. I can't believe you didn't see it.
On your files?
Yes, I have it stored in my brain.
Cool. That's all I need to know.
I've been fun. Have I been tapped?
Well, you are a piece of electronic that is, probably connected to an internet sort, like a Wi-Fi source of some sort. Really?
Just a toaster.
Artificially accepting wireless information.
There's like oil coming out of his toaster.
I figured you would have information of some sort
He
connected.
has to access a computer.
Okay. And since filming, you do not.
Huh?
Do you access a computer since filming?
I literally just took a USB stick and put it in my head.
Okay.
Basically. Like not plugged it into my brain.
But I'm saying, has that video footage been connected to a computer?
It was recorded off of my camera, uploaded onto a USB drive, and then
Duplicate
Okay, so it was
copies.
moved through a computer at some point to get to the USB drive.
unless I can plug it directly to my camera.
What?
Most cameras are SD related, so no.
I know she let Josh.
Yeah, at some point it did go through a computer at his estate.
Okay, cool. That's what I need to know. Thank you.
No problem. It's not gonna go well.
No, it's not.
I will do no
So, alright.
It's
Joey.
a good try though.
Huh?
So you want to meet
I'm
with
a
your
politician, I need to know.
girlfriend and your boyfriend at the same time, and your detective friend and your...
Yeah, let's have
Friend
a
to
party.
friend.
Is my girlfriend awake?
I also kept
I don't know.
I don't think my girlfriend's awake.
other files.
Pretty
like,
sure she's
of
out.
All
She
of
may
the
be down
footage
for
that
the
I took,
count.
too.
I think she's out.
Yeah, I think she's out.
She's down for the count.
Detective pats her head and goes into the into the hospital without her. She'll be fine. Tag her. Keep an eye on her.
Okay, so what's going on?
So he walks back in and says, "So we lost the files, but we recovered them."
Which files are those?
The ones they lost. Yeah, pay
The
attention.
ones on the communication device.
Yeah.
How'd you lose them?
Somebody removed them, but thankfully we were able to retrieve the data as it was not removed completely. As it was just the simple delete. It wasn't,
The
erase.
simple delete as opposed to a complicated delete.
Well, there's erasing the data and then there's erasing the data.
Okay then.
Uh-huh.
And who deleted this with a simple delete?
We are unsure at this time, but I have an idea and I am not returning it to that person. And that is why, Field Commander Blue, yes, I am handing it over to you to continue your investigation of what happened to your headquarters.
What's in this?
Uh-oh.
I believe it would implicate one of your scientists that was working for you.
Uh-oh.
I see. And he's looking through the files and sees the information that proves Talia was a green coat.
Right.
Yeah, we were investigating that ourselves after retrieving the communicator a day ago when Zenny
All
arrested
this
you.
only happened in a day? Oh god.
Well,
I keep forgetting.
Well, I mean, you didn't take a long rest.
yeah, it's been a while since they've rested, which is why they haven't gotten their level 5 skills yet.
That smell.
We haven't gotten our level 5 skills.
What is that made out of?
Cardboard.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
Okay.
You leveled up to level 5, but you didn't get the skills
I
because
feel
you didn't rest.
disbelief.
Gotcha. So I still get more skills. Nice.
Although I did give you your sanity equal to that, so ignore don't boost your sanity.
I'll just double it. Double it.
Alright, so
Okay.
he says, well, thank you.
Cardboard.
I believe that it is time
Oil
that you and your
cardboard.
crew went ahead and got off planet and continued with your mission.
Alright.
Oil cardboard.
Sounds good.
I believe that we are,
Pound cardboard.
with the information we now know about our former
Fold
colleague that was
cardboard.
involved, we might be
Press
in complete
cardboard.
trouble if we don't speed you along.
Throw a
As
piece of
they now
metal.
have information that we
for
are tracking.
cardboard.
Like mesh.
Sounds about right.
I believe at
Tape
this point you will
template.
have that you will have some trouble
Use
though with
cardboard
trust
press. Draw outline.
within the public view of our
Put
actions.
cardboard in
Therefore,
place. Cut out shape.
you along with your team must keep this
What kind of
a private investigation
what's it called?
matter.
Noted.
I'm unsure about whether or not
like a poly
Representative
like a poly-
Inoway should continue to work with you, but I believe for now
some sort
we
of
will allow it.
hardener to it?
Alright.
Not that
I
I've seen
believe
yet.
there should be 3 more hires though onto this job,
3 more.
He's pressed the crap out of it. A
especially
bunch.
now that we seem to be losing some numbers.
Okay.
So then he
Makes sense.
puts it in this little
And he
spring
hands you
thing
the names of the people.
and sticks it in the
and he
oven
says-
and cooks it.
And he says so to the detective, I'm willing to pay extra for the loss. And he hands you the list, and you
Then
see
he
that
puts it on
tag
a
is number
file.
1 on the list, which is why he says he's willing to pay the detective
Whetstone.
double for the loss.
Different whetstones.
Second on the list is Tot,
Okay.
and then third on
More
the list
whetstones.
is
Slugger nuts.
Slugnut.
Pressing.
Slugger nuts.
Slagnut.
nuts.
Slagnut. I have it written down.
Tugger nuts.
Mm-hmm.
So Taggart, Slugnut, and Tot are your new crew members that are to join you,
Okay.
along with Inoway and T'sub and
Okay.
Sylvester.
So he's got like an
Okay.
His crew got bigger.
a weird ass
Okay.
knives in his house.
As you wish.
Alright.
Probably.
Cool.
And he tests it.
We are also going to pretend that the Bluecoats are going to try to stop you, by the way, from leaving.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what this
Okay.
As
is.
we need to completely distance ourselves from this operation at the moment.
Okay then.
It looks like a waterproof
The
coating.
only one that should not be in on this,
Like a wax.
you know what, everybody should be on the fact that we are allowed
And
to
now he's
leave,
rubbing the
and
wax.
that we should not
On
try to kill any of the
cardboard.
Bluecoats.
I think he's probably trying to
Wood food.
Go for, just disarm, not kill.
Okay then.
But they will be shooting to kill as they
I think he's doing it because they,
otherwise.
using it on food and different things.
As they are not high enough. They're not high enough.
Not privy to
Yeah.
information.
Yeah,
Right.
hopefully he's
Gotcha.
gonna release these things.
They are to
then.
believe that you are stealing one of their vehicles.
Oh. So
Well,
it's unofficially sanctioned.
Yes. You're used to that.
Sounds
What's
like
next?
Tuesday.
Dried.
Alright.
garlic.
Here's the information you'll be needing to contact your new crew.
Say chop.
Okay.
I believe Taggart is right in the car waiting for you along with Todd.
Is she in the backseat?
Yeah. So, do you call the other two
I was
before
surprised.
you go down to meet your
I was
other
surprised.
two?
Yeah.
You want to call which other two? Just
Politician voice.
politician boys?
The Duke boys.
Guess it should.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are really close to work.
Duke boys, you're getting calls.
Duke boys, I'll be right there.
The Duke boys.
Poor Danny's batteries ran dry.
Alright.
Say what?
Do you want to call
Batteries
that
ran
one
out.
first since he's here?
Yep.
Your dead batteries.
Yeah, I woke up at 4:45 this morning.
Bitch.
Phil,
AM or
Hey,
PM?
bitch.
you're getting a call on your
Hey,
communicator.
To
bitch.
get to work.
Hey, bitch. Get your ass over here now.
Where is here?
Basically the spaceport.
Spaceport.
You're being hired by the Bluecoats for an operation.
We've got a mission. We've got to go. You've been drafted.
Or the Bluecoats
Get
want to
drafted.
hire you for a mission.
Yup.
Nick Blue, coming from the field commander of the military.
What could possibly go wrong?
Be here in 10 minutes.
Do you also fill him in on the information that you guys are going to be shot by Bluecoats, so that way it's believed to be an unsanctioned mission when in reality it is?
Nah.
No.
Not in her nature.
No.
In or out of character.
Okay.
No. They'll figure it out at some point.
Okay. Do you let those two know the real facts?
No.
Alright, but T'sub knows because he was in there.
Fucking frog boy.
Yes. Froggy boyfriend who will blab to everybody once they start shooting. So it doesn't matter if I say anything or not.
Are you disappointed?
No, I expect nothing less of the froggy boyfriend.
Hey, Tiger, my buddy Tiger, we're gonna get shot.
Sounds fun.
It's okay though, I got my weapon right here, and he pulls out his bow and arrow.
We knew Cordon Bleu was dirty. He's been fucking setting up false investigators and shit.
Actually,
I've not been paying attention.
No.
Obviously.
What? So you've been called in to officially
Jesse.
start that the Amphiboo mission.
Oh, okay, finally.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you guys are making your way to the spaceport to meet up as a group.
I just called you guys and said get your ass
Toaster
in.
boy.
Packing up things.
Toaster boy.
Toaster Boy's in on it now too.
Toaster boy, got dog.
So is scientists.
You can always.
Hey everyone, thank you for checking out the video. If you enjoyed what you just saw, be sure to give us a like, comment, and subscribe. If you don't want to miss any of our content, be sure to hit the bell icon where you will be notified anytime we upload a video. Also, if you wish to watch RPG Workshop live, you can follow Studio Bastion on Twitch. There you can also enjoy his gameplay live streams and other podcasts that are in production. Also, if you like what we're doing here at Escape Reality Films, be sure to check out our Patreon and support us, and get some cool rewards in return.